This is an update video on what I've been up to. I haven't made any videos here in the past at least a month or 2 months, and I'm just going to warn people now, I'm going to be slowing way down on making videos. I may throw up a couple videos here and there from time to time, but let me just show you what I've been up to for the past little bit. I've been working on my lizardman army here, and they're not exactly done. A couple of them are completely done. But I've also been working on some of this terrain. This is my rune gate that I built, and this is all 100% completely wood. The actual circle here is made out of a 2x6 piece of wood, and these pieces, these bottom, the base is made out of like an old piece of shelving. And I cut the pieces out with a saw, and then I dremeled all of these lines and grooves in, base painted it black, and then overcoated it with gray and then a light gray dry brush, and based it and flocked it. And these runes here, these are actual runes. So this one on the top actually means gateway. And I also built this obelisk here, and this is made completely out of wood, and it's a little wonky, but I kind of wanted it to look that way, like a hand hewn. And these runes here are supposed to line up with the runes on the gate. So if you're playing an RPG, the 3 rune symbols on each side are supposed to be like a dialing in of different locations, and there's like 4 different locations here. Now I messed up on the rune right here in the center, and I kind of covered it over with some flock, and I used a Dremel to make all these runes on this obelisk. And I think it turned out pretty good. And as you can see on the bottom, it's made completely out of wood. And it's nailed onto this base, so it isn't really going anywhere. I've been working on a lot of trees. These are regular railroad trees that I've had for a long time, and I based them and flocked them. And I've been working on a woodsy, foresty campaign. So I have a lot of, I got a bunch of these at the dollar store. They were like in like a pack of dinosaurs, so I got a ton of these little trees here, and even some of these bigger trees here. And I'm gonna dry brush these, and I'm gonna wash them in a black, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Another painting tip I found, and I'll bring these skeletons over here. Now with these skeletons, let me bring one up close to the camera. These skeletons here, some of these are Warhammer skeletons, and what I did to make these is they were already kind of white, and I spray painted them like an almond color, which is just a slight off-white as a base coat. And then in order to bring out all the details, I took either a walnut brown or a chocolate brown, and I got myself a little cup. Let me go get that cup. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, I got myself some of these little plastic cups here. They're like little mini cups. And what I do is I mix either 2 parts water to 1 part paint, or 3 parts water to 1 part paint. And you'll have to play around with the ratio. But I used like a dark brown and then a light brown. And what I did was I filled it up to just about right here. About a third of the way up. Then I dropped my guys in, gave them a shake them up, make sure that all of it gets on there. And don't worry, it's not going to cover them. They're not going to be completely brown. And when you pull them out, the only paint that's going to stick on there is in the recesses of these guys. And then once I did that a few times with a few different colors, I just highlighted some of the parts. I did their shields, and I did their eyeballs and their spears and stuff. And they turned out really well. And then the second part of that is I have this is for base flocking. Now this doesn't work on really big guys, but what I have in here is I have a mixture of green sawdust, regular felt grass, and some rocks in here. And these rocks are it's the stuff that's on roofing shingles, and you can buy like big 5-pound buckets of this stuff. And it's for when you're tarring the roof. You pour this over the top of the tar, and it keeps it from being sticky if people are walking up on the roof. And I got a ton of this for free up on a roof somewhere. And I just mixed it up in a little mixture, as you can see in there. And put my glue on, drop my guy in, give him a little shake, pull him out, and they turn out really well. Here's my skink chieftain. He turned out really super awesome. I did not dip this guy, but I did do his base that way. There's his base, and my skink chieftain there. And this is just a couple of tips I have and an update as to what I'm up to. Oh, on a side note, I did fix these Tyranids that I got that have bad paint jobs on them, and I gave them like a nice little dry brush, and I washed these guys also. And I'll take a couple of stills of these guys. And see, I did these bases a little differently. I put some striping on the rocks and so forth. I'm going to clear off a space here and take a couple of still shots of those guys.